What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Small Cap Recap. Trader Bryce at your service. Yesterday, the market finally got hot again. Been waiting for it. AERC. I'm not saying I called them out or anything, but HUSA and AERC talked about them on Small Cap Recap on Monday, and they ended up going crazy on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I was not able to take much advantage of them, but nonetheless, really exciting to see some potential in the market. And yeah, I'm excited for what this market can bring. So that being said, we had some nice, like I said, very nice setup today. Not necessarily a lot of movement today in particular, but things I'm really excited for moving forward. We're going to go into some of those charts today because we did have a lot of range. We did have a lot of tickers kind of coming out of nowhere, which is good. We like to see that. That kind of, for me, indicates, okay, yeah, the market is actually heating up a bit. And I know we all love the market heating up a bit, right? So let's just dig on into some charts. You know where we're starting with. We are starting with the SPY. SPY's just consolidating through 420. Whoop, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. Through 420, definitely going to be an interesting spot. You know, kind of, well, I guess really 417, 418. Really nice there. If we can do that, that should help with the, you know, the bullish outlook of the market, in my opinion, small caps included. But let's get into some movers from today. We had QTT, a day one mover, kind of out of nowhere, no gap, just very slight buying in here, buying a little bit more buying. Let me get a view up. And just a lot of trappiness in here, and then obviously it just had a crazy rip starting around 145, so power hour time. And then just kind of faded off the end of the day. We tend to see that a lot on stocks that are running for no real reason. They didn't gap up on news. They just ran out of nowhere. But it's just good to see that. I mean, this thing ran over 100%, right, at its high on nothing, on no news, on nothing. And that, to me, again, very strong indication, okay, the market is heating up. There is momentum. There is potential follow through. HTCR had a slight gap this morning. A repurchase. It looks like a repurchase. Yep, just $3.5 million stock repurchase. That was the news, and off to the races it went. Got very trappy in the afternoon. Same thing, just kind of faded off all towards the end of the day after this. Kind of a 50-50 spot. I don't know if it really has a whole lot of potential tomorrow, but if it can have a little bit of a rest, or even if it can gap up, just kind of hold the 240s, I could see a potential day two move on this stock. But, you know, same thing. We'll see where it opens tomorrow. Something to keep an eye on, though. It's, again, just proving the news wasn't anything crazy, and yet it ran gapped up from about $1. It was up like, you know, 200 and something percent, 200 plus, maybe almost 300% at one point today. So definitely another stock to keep an eye on. It would be a great potential day two move. Now, my other favorite stocks are kind of the ones that ran the other day, right? AERC, third day surge potential. We just had a lot of trappiness where it tried to go green and couldn't go green. And so then fell back down, but it also failed to break down. So we just had that failed first red day turning into, you know, it's, in my opinion, this is a failed first red day where it couldn't break down at all. It's just stuck in this range. Tomorrow, if we can get over like 1060, basically get over today's VWAP and hold and consolidate, I am bullish on it. It's gonna don't get me wrong, it's gonna have a lot of resistance, but I would not, with the current momentum in the market, would not be surprised to see another breakout over 14. It's a low float. It's over a lot of major resistance from its previous daily chart. So I say over most, but would not be surprised to see a breakout. If we can hold that 1060 up to like 11, just kind of consolidate between there, I would be looking for a long without a doubt. Jan, interesting. You know, I don't really know exactly what to make with this. Same thing, it's technically a third day surge for tomorrow, has that potential anyways, but a little bit choppier. The only thing I'd maybe look for is this trend line right here, and it's kind of already it's kind of just testing it right now in after hours, obviously on no volume. But if we can open up over 4 and get over 415, then yeah, I'm a big fan. Then I'm a big fan of it, but that 415 was kind of resistance before, so right now it just feels like a head and shoulders. Over 415, I would be looking for, I'm not saying bound to happen, but I would not be surprised to see $5, potentially a breakout over there as well. HUSA, I think it needs a rest day tomorrow, if I'm being honest. I think it would benefit a lot from having a day to just rest up. But over 850, pretty key level. Hot enough sector, strong enough multi-day chart, running from basically low fours. I mean, really more than that, because it's just been a grind up for some of these days, moving nice, very nice and seemingly controlled tempo over the last few days. So I'd love to see a real parabolic rip again on HUSA, but we do have a lot of resistance from its previous run. So it's a mid-range chart. That's why I'm not overly bullish on it. I'm not overly bearish on it. AERC is just starting to dump a little bit after hours here. So one to keep an eye on. I think it would really strongly benefit HUSA, again, from a rest day tomorrow. So that's my thoughts on that. The last chart I have that I like a lot is RDBX. Basically over the vast majority of resistance. The vast majority. We have a really strong multi-week breakout setting up here. It failed it today, but it held range and it's holding up very well. If this opens up anywhere near 11 tomorrow, I love it. Like that, yeah. Because it almost feel like a day two. Today was kind of stuck mid-range, right? We'll go with that intraday chart really quick. It was kind of stuck mid-range all day, but it held up. That was the more important part for me. It held up on this gap. I really like it for potential breakout. I mean, I'm basically just watching that trend right there. Whether it does it in after hours, whether it does it tomorrow out of the gates, whether it does it 3 or 4 days from now. It just needs to hold. I'd like for it to hold over 9. That's a really great looking chart. I mean, this certainly has parabolic potential setup. I mean, this could be, I'm not going to call it a black swan or anything, but the majority of major resistance is in this from, if you're short, probably risk on like 11, right? So if we can get through there, I would not be surprised to see. I'd love to see 20. That'd be a pretty good sign that the market's really hot again. But whatever that case might be, I'm watching. I'm going to be waiting for it. And if it fails, it fails. But that's what I'm looking for. I'd love for it to hold 9, just hold in this range and kind of have a day 2 move tomorrow where it actually has that follow through, that continuation with a lot of volume. It just didn't have enough volume today to sustain that breakout. So anyways, those are my options for essentially, tomorrow, kind of what I thought about today with the market maintaining itself. It wasn't hot today. There wasn't a lot of follow through, but there was a lot of consolidation, a lot of rest on some really nice looking charts. So unfortunately, that's all I've got for today because my camera is about to die. And I know you guys don't want to keep looking at my face anyways. So let me know down in the comments below how you've been doing the past 2 days with the market being a little bit hotter, showing some signs of life. And if you're excited for the rest of the week, ideally tomorrow, but maybe Friday as well. And yeah, guys, that's all I've got for today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you back here on Friday. Till then, take it easy, trade safe, trade well. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I think that's everything. Peace. We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.